what inspired this lesson is somebody made a comment in the Facebook group and asked, do I need to master lucid dreaming as part of my reality transurfing practice? And I was like, wow, no, not at all. You could never have had a lucid dream. You could completely forget about lucid dreaming. Lucid dreaming really doesn't have anything to do with reality transurfing. The reason why Vadim puts the part about lucid dreaming into the book is because for those of you that have experienced the delightful phenomenon of the lucid dream, this is really a mirroring what we should be feeling in our waking reality. So for those of you that don't know what a lucid dream is when your mind wakes up within the dream state and you can do anything you want, right? You can drive a Ferrari like crazy, you spend money, you're flying, you're doing whatever, and it's a very, very empowering feeling because you know you're dreaming, yet you get to experience your reality, which is your dream, in any way that you want, right? You can have anything you want. And I remember my last lucid dream, it was amazing because I'd already found transurfing and it really did parallel transurfing. Somebody said to me, okay, Renee, you're in a dream now. You can have anything you want. And oh my God, you guys, I went nuts. I was doing all kinds of crazy stuff in the dream. I won't get into it because it was like, it was pretty lit. But the sensation, the state of being that I exited that dream with was very, very visceral and real and powerful in the sense that I understood why Vadim Zeland put this in the book. He wants us to know that we can create our own reality just as much as we can do whatever we want in our lucid dream, right? And in reality, it's actually even better because we're actually doing the thing. It's not just an illusion. We're actually getting the Ferrari or getting the money or taking the trip or becoming the professional whatever, right? It's not just an illusion. So just as much in the lucid dream, we can experience reality in that way, being creators and masters and magicians and getting all that stuff that we would hope for in the dream world. We can do that in our waking lives as well. So if you are a lucid dreamer, great way to get your meta power going, to use that in your waking reality to create. And if you're not a lucid dreamer, who cares? Don't have any importance around it. So insomnia and unrestful sleep, for those of you that are struggling or challenged by unrestful sleep or insomnia, I have suffered from insomnia for years and years and years. And I got a bout of insomnia so bad before I found Reality Transurfing. I tell this story on one of my exposed videos, my first one actually. I had a bout of insomnia so bad that it put me into the hospital, and I actually got a medical diagnosis as being gravely disabled and had to be admitted to the hospital because they were afraid to let me leave and drive or even just do basic things like cooking myself food and stuff like that. It got really, really, really bad. So I've had a lot of time to think about why that happened. Well, primarily that happened because of a medication that I was given, a steroid for a autoimmune issue that I was suffering from, and it triggered it. But I had a serious history with insomnia even before that. It was just kind of like the stars aligned in a bad way on that particular time, and it was really, really quite epic. But I actually read a book about insomnia written by Deepak Chopra, And in the book, he says that if you are awake at night and you can't understand why, it is something along the lines of your higher self trying to let you know that something needs to be done. That's why you're not resting, right? Because something needs to be done. Now, I don't think he meant this in the context that something needs to be done in that moment. It's that something needs to be done in your life. Something's not balanced. Something's not the way that you need to connect with more. A higher version of yourself, higher lifeline, higher profession, higher something, right? There's some work that needs to be done. And from my own personal experience, what was lacking in my life and my reality was heart and mind coordination, and a feeling of being useless, a feeling of being selfish, a feeling of being ineffective in my life, right? And that deep, unsettling feeling is what sort of kept this low-grade anxiety going, to the extent where it kept me up at night, and I didn't like who I was, right? And not liking who I was keeping me up at night. God, how fucked up is that? So, but here's the cool thing. I took this took this CBT course, cognitive behavioral therapy course, on insomnia, and really what the whole course was about was dropping importance on sleep. So we get into this thing where we're like, we feel as though our natural sort of things that our natural things that we need to perform as human beings, like getting a good night's sleep or having a healthy, balanced diet or getting enough exercise. And when these things go off balance, we go off balance. We start having a lot of excess potential and importance and thinking, oh, it's not right, I need to be doing this, or being hard on yourself, overly critical, all that stuff, or what's wrong with me. Okay, so this was what happened for me with my insomnia. I would lay in bed at night and I'd think, what's wrong with me? What's wrong with me? Why can't I sleep? This is horrible. Oh my God, I can't, it's 3 hours. Oh no, I'm gonna suck tomorrow at work. And I would just stay resonating in that place. And of course, the insomnia got worse and worse and worse and worse and worse. Then I realized through the CBT therapy and reality transurfing that, with the new heart and mind coordination, it did start to subside a little bit, but I did still have all those habitual thought patterns, and how I stopped those habitual thought patterns from keeping me resonating in that place of not getting any sleep. I used Advantage. Advantage really was the kicker for me, and just being okay with not sleeping. So I learned how to, when I don't sleep, lay there and be like, opportunity for meditation. I try to not think about work. I try to not think about anything that's, daily life stuff, but perfect time to meditate. And I really just sort of throw it to my world. I can't sleep right now. There is a meaning. There's a reason for this. I'm going to accept it even though I don't know what it is, and I'm going to continue to seek out the advantage or believe that the advantage is there, even if I can't see it. My world is taking care of me, everything is going according to plan, and things are working out beautifully and will continue to do so with ease. This alone, if I say this on nights that I can't sleep, which are few and far between, it's like taking a Valium. It helps to just release any thoughts that something's not going in the right direction and it's up to me to find out what's wrong. No, I just need to relax and trust that everything's fine. And in this, I cured my insomnia. I haven't had insomnia in years now, and it has been absolutely amazing. Same with unrestful sleep. So if you're not resting to the best, to your highest and best, Start really viewing sleep as your time to build meta power, to get your brain balanced, to rejuvenate your physical body, so the next day you can be the most efficient and effective version of yourself. Get a better a better sleep routine going. Really turn sleep into a game. I mean, if you guys saw me at night, it's ridiculous. I take a bath, I have all this luxury bedding. I have pajama sets, nice ones, silk ones that are super comfy and I love. I get into bed, I slather on a bunch of face oil, I put on like a ton of layers of lip balm, I have an eye mask, earplugs, I read soothing stuff before bed, and I fall asleep and I wake up 9 hours later and I'm so grateful for that sleep and it's so amazing. But I've definitely learned the value of putting energy into the sleep routine and really believing that that's my time to absolutely rejuvenate. So maximizing sleep to improve meta power, it's really as simple as that. So sleep and transurfing isn't, and I know like Joanne Gregg, she's a sleep interpreter, dream interpreter, and she's really big into the dream stuff. Remember, Vadim says our soul is simply flying around the alternative space at night unhindered, and any dreams are not to be interpreted or viewed as signs. If that's the case for you, which it is for me, I don't view any of that stuff as signs, awesome. If you want to delve into another sector of reality where you get into sleep and dream interpretation, Joanne Gregg's awesome. I know she's really, really big into dream interpretation. So it's more about just maximizing your experience with your sleep world and having it work for you to the best of your ability without putting too much importance on it. You know, that's what it's about. So you don't need to lucid dream. If you got insomnia, check out that other video that I offered and maximize your sleep to improve your meta power. Have a good one, Dave.